Alright, the CS2 offseason is officially on. No tournaments, no matches, but somehow it feels louder than ever. Teams are moving behind the scenes, players are disappearing from lineups, insiders are whispering, and fans are already building dream rosters. As usual though, only a small part of that noise actually matters. So today, no panic and no wild predictions. We'll break down which rumors make sense, which ones are just hype, and what roster moves are actually worth paying attention to. Let's get into it. Let's start with the biggest rumors currently surrounding top organizations. Big and BlameF have been linked together for weeks now. Numbers, details, and timelines are being discussed, but for now, it all stays at the rumor level. The fact that this story keeps resurfacing makes it worth watching. But without official confirmation, it remains just a possible scenario. At the same time, there's Astralis. Once again, talks are circulating about roster changes and new players for key roles. Specific names are mentioned, but the bigger picture is clear. The team doesn't seem to view its current lineup as final. This feels more like a broader reset than a simple adjustment. And this is the key takeaway. Until organizations make official announcements, all of this stays in the rumor category, no matter how logical or loud it sounds. So for now, we acknowledge the movement, but we don't jump to conclusions. Another off-season topic that always raises questions is players missing events due to health reasons. And to be clear from the start, sometimes it really is just about health. Now to a concrete piece of news. One player will miss Fragadelphia Miami with the official reason stated as health reasons. The announcement is brief, with no additional details or return timeline. On its own, this isn't a major headline, but the context matters. It's the off-season, the transfer market is active, and there are already rumors surrounding this player. That's why the community immediately started connecting the absence to possible roster changes. Not because there's confirmation, but because similar situations have often preceded transfers in the past. At this moment, the facts are simple. The player is missing the event, the team confirmed it, and no further statements were made. Everything beyond that remains speculation, and we treat it as such. See the promo code on the screen. Don't wait for a lucky chance. Luck is already on your side. Enter the promo code on our website and collect top loot from GGDrop. Have fun hunting! Now let's move to a more concrete story, the potential return of 100 Thieves to CS2. This isn't just vague talk about interest in the scene. There are ongoing discussions around a possible roster, and according to rumors, this isn't a random mix, but an attempt to build a recognizable lineup under a well-known brand. It's important to remember that 100 Thieves already have experience in Counter-Strike. This isn't a new organization testing the waters. They understand the financial and competitive side of the scene. There are no official announcements yet, and that's the key detail. However, the fact that this story hasn't disappeared after a few hours makes it relevant. If the project is confirmed, it would mark a proper return of a major brand. If not, it still shows that the CS2 market is being actively explored. Either way, it's a situation worth watching. Next up is one of the fastest and most telling stories of this off-season. SAW officially announced the sale of their entire CS roster. Instead of gradual changes, the organization put the whole lineup on the market at once. The response was immediate. Shortly after, a new project was revealed, bc.game. The roster includes players previously representing SAW, along with high-profile names that instantly caught the community's attention. This part is important. This is not a rumor. SAW confirmed. SAW confirmed the roster sale, and bc.game confirmed the player signings. Two official moves that naturally formed a single chain of events. In the end, this is a classic off-season scenario. One organization steps away from the scene, while another quickly picks up a ready-made core and launches a new project. Now to roster changes within the Mongol Z. The team officially announced a new player joining the active lineup. This is a confirmed decision, not a trial and not a rumor. At the same time, Senzu lost his spot in the roster. This caught many people off guard, as his return to the active lineup had been discussed earlier and seemed like a realistic scenario. Following the announcement, another important detail emerged. Information surfaced that the Mongol Z are open to selling Senzu, shifting the situation from an internal team decision to a market-related one. At this point, the facts are straightforward. The roster change is confirmed. Senzu's future remains open. What happens next will depend on whether another team steps in, not on speculation. To wrap things up, here are a few confirmed updates without extra noise. Matizport announced a roster change, with one player moved to the bench and another joining the active lineup. The decision is official, with no additional commentary from the organization. There are also changes at MIBR. One player has left the team, and a replacement has not yet been announced. For now, the roster remains incomplete. Another confirmed update comes from FlyQuest. The team officially announced a player departure, with details about the replacement expected later. No rumors, no speculation, just confirmed moves as the market continues to shift. That's the current state of the scene. There's more talk than confirmed facts right now, but the movement is already visible. Some organizations are stepping away, others are launching new projects, and some are simply waiting for the right moment. The offseason is just getting started. Some rumors will fade, some will turn into official moves, and the most interesting decisions usually come out of nowhere. So no rush and no wild predictions. We'll keep an eye on official announcements and focus on what actually happens.